Hi, this is Renato. Welcome to my channel. This video will be to explain you very briefly what were the major changes introduced in Hungary in the immigration laws in 2024. So as of January of 2024. Up until 2023, there were 18 types of residence permits, the most common being the work permit, the student residence permit, and also the family reunification permits. And these were the most common for third country nationals, apart from the residence permit, which is for EU citizens. And yes, EU citizens do need a residence permit. It is just less strict than for third country nationals, but they do need a residence permit, and it is done in the same immigration office that is used by third country nationals. And before I proceed, let me make clear that the changes that were introduced in 2024 January, they do not impact EU citizens. So everything is the same, nothing changed. Yeah. Putting things into perspective, so you can understand a little bit easier. Before 2023, many types of residence permits, they allowed you to bring your family. So they allowed your family to apply for family reunification, so your spouse or your kids. And those residence permits, they also counted, or the years that you spent with those residence permit, they allowed you to use those years and count them for applying for permanent residence. Yeah, that was before 2023. Even the standard work permit allowed you to use those years to count towards permanent residence. I told you that before 2023, there were 18 types of residence permits. After the new law was introduced in January 2024, there are 24 residence permits. And this sounds as if things will be better, because the more types of residence permits, the more type of people, or the more flexibility foreigners will have to apply for residence permit. But it was actually the contrary. It was the opposite. With this amount of type of residence permits, there are more restrictions for foreigners who want to come. I will outline the changes. So the new law introduces many types of work permits. In fact, 8 types of work permits. However, the new law emphasizes the differentiation between low-skilled workers and highly qualified professionals. And the differentiation, it is marked by 2 factors. The first one, it is that when you enter Hungary to work as a low-skilled worker, you do not have the possibility for family reunification. So you cannot bring your spouse or your kids with you. And the second factor to mark this differentiation is that the years that you come here as a low-skilled worker, they don't count towards permanent residence if you wish so in the future. Those are the 2 factors that make this differentiation between low-skilled and highly skilled professionals. The new law brings back a residence permit that was cancelled way back, that it is a residence permit for investors. So Hungary has again the possibility for a so-called golden visa. For digital nomads, for example, the requirements for income for monthly income was increased from 2,000 euro to 3,000 euro. That's important if you want to extend your digital nomad visa after 2024. There is also another type of residence permit that was before 2023 that was called other purposes. So this was a residence permit for people who didn't fit into any of the categories. So no freelancing, no medical treatment, no voluntary activity, no work permit or student permit. So if you didn't fit into any of the standard categories, you would need to go for the other purposes residence permit. And this type of permit was abolished. It was discontinued. So if you don't fit now, if you don't fit in the categories, then you cannot apply for a residence permit here in Hungary. Lastly, apart from decreasing the amount of types of residence permit which count towards permanent residency, an exam was introduced, a cultural exam. So people who want to apply for permanent residence, before the application, they need to do a cultural exam. This cultural exam is in Hungarian language. So apart from knowing Hungarian language, you also need to study for this cultural exam before applying for permanent residence. So as you can see from what I've told you in this video, these were significant changes. This was like an overhaul to the whole, immigration law in Hungary. And I leave you with that. That's all I wanted to convey in this video. Yes, if you have any questions regarding the laws, please write them in the comment section. I will be able to answer to some of the questions regarding the law. If you have questions regarding your specific case, I will not be able to help you in a YouTube comment. You will need to book a call with me, and after studying your case, I would be able to give you an opinion. So see you in the next one.